Reality Al-Mahdi, this channel is spreads light. Enjoy the blessed words of the well-guided Imam here on Reality Al-Mahdi.
And the elders said in Akhir Zaman, Jibril alayhi salam will take away some benefits from this world. He will take away modesty, which is why it is hard to find people with modesty. He will take away willpower, which is why people like willpower. He will take away Baraka, and that is a person who can work multiple hours and his money will be without blessings. And that's because the light has been taken away. What remains now are deeds. Because the elders used to only pray for Baraka. If someone had 500, they would pray for it to have Baraka, and you would end up being peaceful. You can have millions and still miss out on the blessings. Today the billionaires are more fatigued than anybody. You see, those who are called billionaires are the most fatigued. If one of them showed you their loans, you would be surprised. You will be surprised, and they don't rest. Constantly going to places, constantly having to declare your heritage, constantly mentioning your belonging. I have a house, I have a field, I have this, I have that. Not to mention things you forgot. And if you forget one of your belongings, they will call you back. After all, it's stressful. Baraka is the most important. The Prophet once did this with the Sahabas by calling Abu Bakr and asked him about his belonging. Abu Bakr stood in front of everyone and started naming his camel, his horse, his field. Mecca around that time was so hot, and he kept mentioning his belonging. And sometimes the Prophet will remind him about his latest purchases. After him, Omar was called, and he had the same trouble. Usman as well stayed under the sun for a long time, as he forgot some of his possessions. But when it was Ali's turn, the Prophet asked him about his belonging, and he replied by showing his sword and his clothes. Everybody clapped at him. The Prophet then said, "You see, this is how it will be. The more you have, the more you will have to wait in Yawm al-Qiyamah." Ali right here will not stand up for long because there is nothing to audit. Inna ilayna iyabahum summa inna ilayna hisabahum. Allah said so. Therefore, Ali won't stand up for long, as he will just present his few belonging. This is why the elders said, when people fight over money, try to pursue Baraka, because it will not be audited, but Allah will audit money.
The revolution of lights with the one and only Imam Mahdi al-Muntazar.